Hello and welcome to more World War II 172 scale. We're going to do kit review of this Caesar's miniature World War II German command staff with Kubelwagen. Very cool kit. Caesar's Miniatures doesn't make that many vehicles, but they do make a lot of different figures. And they make them for all periods of history too. But they have a lot of World War II. So we're going to take look at these parts and pieces individually, especially the men, see what they look like. This is an overview. This all comes packed. They come in that bag. Then this all comes in there, and then it all goes in there in the box and the instructions. Let's take a quick look at the instructions. The basic how to build the Kubelwagen. Not too many parts. Very cool vehicle, very World War II. Let's take a look at the parts. Just the basic wheels. See if they have little mold pieces on there that have to clip off. Now let's look at this. And I noticed on this, we'll look at all the parts. But they do give you either an MG 42 or 34. And look at how fine it is. My goodness. And it's attached 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different places. I'm not very good at taking things off sprues, especially very thin, spindly. I mean, look at that. Look at how thin that is. Whether to use a knife, and then the nippers aren't that small. So this is, I'm sure it's going to snap. And you can usually put them back together, but never that great. So that's that part. Let's see what we have over here, and then we'll flip it over and look at the other side. Driver's steering wheel. That's a very small part there. That's very fine. Bottom of the chassis. Look at these parts. Not that fun. Seats. Look at the seats. They have. Look at that. Nice molding in there to simulate some of the material. Shovel. That usually busts when you try to get that end off. You folks have more success for that. Like to know how to do it. Let's flip it over. I think this side has more detail on some of the parts. There we go. So they do a good job on the models themselves and what they look like. Take a closer look at the box, and then we're going to look at the men. So we should have all of that. And look, there's some Hilferin, some women uniformed helpers. Makes this set a little bit different. About the company. You can see some of the troops. Other ones, they have big listings, and like I said, they make tons of stuff. But look at all that they make here, and this isn't all for World War II. So some different units. Let's start looking at these men. Bring them over. This looks like an officer. See if we can have it focus on it. Lots of detail for a very small figure. Some of you guys out there do fantastic work on your figures, whether for wargaming miniatures or for your dioramas. Let's see. There's one of the females. It's one in the Kubelwagen. I think they're probably supposed to be like, for lack of a better word, like a secretary, helper, or whatever. I haven't really seen pictures like that in any of the books I have, so I'm not sure. I know later on they used women in, like, for the flak towers and stuff towards the end of the war. There's one of the soldiers holding like a book or paperwork. And he's got a Schmeiser. I can imagine you guys do a great job with these. I'll eventually get to these, hopefully this year. We'll see. There's tons and tons of kits and men and terrain and everything to build. And then, as you can see from my channel, I have multiple hobbies. So, never enough time for everything. But look at that. Very, very nice. Another fella goes in the vehicle. They make these small enough that they're actually going to fit in there. After we're done, we'll take another look at the picture, because I believe those are photos of painted figures among the artwork there. A little attached mini sprue. This guy's on the phone. I brought out a white background to help show this. Look at his silhouette there in shadow. Okay, got a few more. You can see his eyes and his nose and his mouth. Lots of detail on the uniform. Look at the pockets. I'd imagine I'd be doing better with a better setup with a very bright light, and then they sell like a magnifier combination, so when you're painting you could see better. They don't have that. Let's see, he's got all the ubiquitous binoculars, and then look at his style pants, Jodford type. Looks like an iron cross on him. And it looks like over here on that breast pocket, an eagle. Trying to paint details like that. Very nice. Look at the detail. They do a great job. You should get Caesar's miniatures if you can. And they're not over bulky, as you can see in this scale, that it's thinned down trim. Some of the things like the Italeri are very thick and heavy. But it's okay, because then you get a variety. This guy's got a satchel and a case. Very, very cool figure. So these are all made just for this set. They do a real good job. And here's the last figure. He's looking. Where are we going? Forwards. He's got his long coat or trench coat style. I believe that's a map case over there. So let's look at the pieces. 9 pieces plus 1. They count in the Kubelwagen. So there they are. Painted up. Yeah, you can see some of those in the mold marks. Look at that one, supposed to have like the ribbon going under. Because we saw the eagles, we saw the crosses. So lots and lots of details on these. Stand a couple of them up. bases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and very cool indeed. If anybody made it this far, you'd like to see what we've got there. I wish I could do this better for you. But it's a good recommendation if you're looking for a neat kit to make a great diorama or a good focal point for a command post, a wargaming situation. Until next time, thanks for liking and subscribing, and more World War II 172 scale. Thank you.